Hello, welcome to my channel. Okay, this is going to be a video in response and reaction to the Meghan and Harry's baby news, as well as the Oprah news about the tell-all, the sit-down. I could not wait any longer, you all. I was watching these stories trickle, 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 come into breaking news. And as we all know, Oprah did attend their wedding, the royal wedding at the time. So I feel like this was in the works for a very, very long time, you all. I really feel like this was in the works for a very long time. So out of common decency, on the heels of Meghan's miscarriage news and the second baby on the way, I just want to say first and foremost, congratulations, okay? Regardless of whatever we've seen from them, I think the decent thing in these troubled times is to wish them the best with the baby. Okay, so that's out of the way, right? Congratulations. Hopefully it's a safe delivery. Hopefully the baby's health is strong. And that's really all I gotta say about that. Okay, when it comes to the royal babies and the babies, that's, I feel like, shouldn't even be really discussed. So now I'm going to jump right into my reaction in regards to this tell-all interview, okay? I looked at the details. It is about 90 minutes. It's going to be released, I believe, in March. I heard the date, March the 7th, going around. So we'll see if that actually holds up. If there's any changes, I will let y'all know. So I have a mixed energy about this. I think I really feel, you all, that now, before I get into the actual what I think about the interview, let me just say this, right? This couple, okay, Harry and Meghan, made a huge, huge, huge scene. Okay, it was breaking news. Okay, senior royals stepped down. All right, Harry and Meghan's departure was massive news, not only in the UK, but in the US and across the globe. All right. So when they stepped down, that was breaking news as well, and the whole gist of what they were trying to tell us is that one of the main reasons why they left the UK was to have a more private life, right? They wanted to have a private life. They didn't want to be in the spotlight. Did I personally buy that? No. But this is what Meghan's team, I feel especially, was trying to get out here to the public, was that they want a private life. They don't want any paparazzi. They don't want any front cover page stories. They don't want all this glitz and glamour and cameras here and cameras there. That's what they tried to make us believe. Okay. Now, we've seen Oprah. Now, Oprah is a legend. Oprah has interviewed some of the most famous stars, on the planet. So for those people across the pond who are going to be watching this, watching the interview, however you guys are going to be able to watch it, I'm not sure, because I know in America it's going to be on CBS. But for those across the pond who are going to be watching the interview somehow, some way, what I want you to know is that Oprah is, the top of the top. She's an A-list. She's a billionaire. Okay. Oprah is an icon. So if Oprah Winfrey interviews you, you know that the whole world's going to watch it. So this is what I want to say. If you try to make this statement about privacy and about people intruding into your life, and you don't want that, you don't want any of that at all, then doing a tell-all interview defeats the purpose. Okay. So I just want to say to Meghan, if I could even say anything to her, just directly through the camera, what I would say, first of all, is congratulations on your pregnancy, your baby number 2. But what I would also say to you is, listen, I would not even be reviewing this. I would not even be saying any of this if you guys were not in the news constantly. Like, if you did not agree to do this tell-all with Oprah, nobody would be even bringing this up. So as soon as you put yourself in the lion's den and you guys as a couple, or just mainly Meghan or whoever, you go out here full throttle, then people are going to be able to have something to say, right? So if you don't give them anything to talk about, they're not going to talk. So with this video, I am not here, right? I just want to put for the record, I am not here on this video to pick sides, because I'm objective. I could see all different angles, the PR angle, the royal family angle, Meghan and Harry's angle, Meghan Solly's angle. I can honestly see how this all could play out. But overall, I just think that it's bait. I think it's bait. I honestly feel like it's just giving people who hate them already more ammunition. That's all it is. If they were just to never say anything, never sit down with any A-list interviewer, never sit down with anybody, never give anybody any kind of money shot or angle, then you would have a private, happy life. As they say, a private life is a happy life. So I just feel like in Meghan and Harry's case, go towards that. Like I've always encouraged you as a couple, is if you both really want that ultimate freedom and, you want to just cut all ties, first of all, get rid of the titles. You heard that correct. Get rid of the titles. Stop posting on Instagram. Like, go all out. If you really want that privacy and it's best for your physical and mental health and to raise your now 2 kids, then do that. No one's stopping you. So my first reaction was a sigh. Okay. My reaction to seeing this story posted, all over the place, okay, on the television, on social media, was negative, was more negative than positive, because we've seen all this play out. We've seen it, you all. We've seen how it doesn't matter what this couple does. It doesn't matter what they do. They're going to get negative press, or they're going to embarrass themselves. Now, the lightning's in the background. What comes to my mind is when Princess Diana would give her interviews. And I know that's, a little bit touchy, and, God rest Princess Diana's soul. And, there's been so many times we've brought up this whole Diana thing. She needs to be laid to rest. I think Princess Diana's mouth with Meghan has been linked so many times that it's almost eerie and weird. And I feel like, it's just kind of bringing bad luck in a way. But besides that approach, it just reminds me of Princess Diana. When Princess Diana was given her interviews, the similarities are so uncanny, like so uncanny. And I really feel like it's just a bad idea. It's a bad idea. I really can't see, for Meghan's sake, how this could go in her favor, regardless of how sympathetic and regardless of how many nice questions Oprah would ask Meghan, because I'll be honest with you all, I think that Harry even doing this is a bad look. It doesn't compute for me, especially after seeing how his own mother was killed and died and went through what she went through. I don't know why Harry would want to give the paparazzi and want to give the media more to talk about. It's really twisted. So truthfully, when it comes to this interview, in my mind, I'm more laser beamed on Meghan than Harry, because Harry, in my mind, and how I knew Harry, how you knew Harry, is a prince. Prince Harry is a prince. And since he's married Meghan, he keeps referring to himself as just Harry. But Prince Harry is never going to be just Harry. I don't care what happens between him and Meghan on a personal level. Harry is always going to be Prince William's brother. He's always going to be royalty, always. I don't care what he tried, unless Harry takes away his titles and throws it away in the trash and never wants to ever be named a prince again or never has a title again, which I think is impossible for him, not for Meghan, but for him, then I just feel like he's not in that position to do this. I don't think that Prince Harry should be placed in this position, because this is very Hollywood. You know who Oprah's interviewed? Kim Kardashian, Michael Jackson. Okay, that's not royalty. Now Michael Jackson was the king of pop, right? He's still the king of pop, but celebrities. Oprah has interviewed celebrities. So once again, it's defeating the purpose, right? Meghan and Harry are not just celebrities. I mean, now they kind of are watered down and they're going towards that. You know, Meghan was always just a celebrity, you know, a C-list celebrity, D-list celebrity. But I really just zone into the relationship between Oprah and Rachel, Oprah and Meghan. This is what I feel should be happening. I don't know necessarily if Harry should be on the same couch taking questions from Oprah. I don't know how that could ever benefit Harry. I don't know how that would ever make him look better. I don't see the appeal. It's almost, I mean, I know we can't compare apples to oranges in this case, but it's almost like me getting an announcement that William and Catherine are going to be doing an Oprah special. It doesn't sound right. Like, I mean, you know, like if I saw Catherine and William sitting across from Oprah Winfrey, it'd be interesting to see that, but I wouldn't really understand why, because they're not commoners. They're not common people. You know, they're human beings. They're human like me and you, but they're not even, they have security. You know, they can't go grocery shopping without security. You know, we don't have that life. So it's not just like a celebrity in Hollywood, or not just like a regular common person. So I don't see how this could benefit this couple. If anything, it's Meghan. And I know people who are Meghan fanatics and they worship the ground she walks on, which I will never understand, because we're all human. They're different. They're a high level human, but I mean, it's going to be sympathetic. I'm telling you right now, Oprah's approach, I feel, is going to be stern, like usual, but because this is like the first, you know, woman of color in the British royal family, you know, a lot of the race topics, a lot about race, you know, Black Lives Matter, this is going to come up. I'm telling you, if it doesn't come up, I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if Black Lives Matter and police brutality, I would be shocked if Oprah doesn't bring that up. At least one question about race relations in America. I would be shocked. I'd be shocked. So on that basis alone, can you imagine what Meghan can say? Because Harry's not Black. Harry is not biracial. Let's get real. Prince Harry is not, an African-American man. He's a European, Caucasian, royal, blue blood man. So he cannot even if Prince Harry is married to Meghan, he cannot speak to race issues in America. Prince Harry just moved to America. All his life, he had butlers. All Prince Harry's life, he had butlers, he had cleaners. He doesn't know what kids in Crenshaw or the Bronx or anywhere else, you know, is, you know, New York. Like, he doesn't know what regular people necessarily go through. You know, he can't speak from that platform of being a Black woman in America. He can't speak to that. So just imagine Oprah asking Meghan about Black Lives Matter. No offense. And Harry is sitting on the couch nodding his head. Awkward. Okay, in my opinion, it's awkward. It's awkward. It doesn't gel. It doesn't match. It's weird. Can I just say it? It's weird. And I think that it's going to make the royal family look bad. Even if they don't say any kind of, explosive detail about what Meghan experienced at Buckingham or at, the cottage or in Cambridge or whatever, wherever else she went, it doesn't really matter. Like, that's going to have to come up. And once again, I would be shocked if Oprah Winfrey, the Oprah Winfrey, does not talk about, did she experience racism, right? Was people in the royal family racist towards her? And here we go. We're off. It's gonna be crazy. And the royals are they operate, right? The royals operate from an approach of never explain, never complain, keep your head up, do your duty to your country, to the Commonwealth, and keep it pushing. And quite frankly, everything that Meghan and Harry are doing is disrespecting that, is spitting on that, because royals just don't do stuff like this. Royals don't do this, but because they've stepped down as senior royals, maybe in their mind, it's okay. But to the Queen and to the British public and newspapers, it's not okay. To everybody else, but Meghan and Harry, it's not okay. People are like, what is that? What is that gonna do? What's the benefit of that? To everybody else, we're confused. Because if you want your privacy, then have your privacy. So I am visualizing and I am seeing the dynamic, the conversation, the topics. Because, excuse me, when I read the details about the interview, they said it's going to be a wide variety. So, it's not just going to be about her fashion or her acting career. Best believe that Oprah is going to get some juicy bits. And I'm sure leading up to the interview, we're going to see some clips. I'm sure they're going to, if it's legit and they're really going to go forward with this and they're really going to go all the way, then I'm pretty sure that some kind of distribution is going to leak a clip of maybe even Meghan crying. Maybe Meghan's going to be crying, wiping her tears. And then here we go, And I think that I really feel like the whole goal of this tell-all is to gain sympathy points. And I hate to say that, but that's what it is. Because why do they leave? Oprah is a fantastic interviewer. So Oprah can get those headlines, Oprah makes a lot of people cry. A lot of people who Oprah interviews, they normally cry. They normally cry whether they want to cry or not. They get very emotional. So in Meghan and Harry's case, if Oprah asks a question that hits a nerve, we could get a close-up shot of Meghan crying. And then what? What are people going to say about the royal family? What are they going to say about what happened to her? What accusations are going to come up? Are people going to say that she was taunted and tormented in the royal family? And it's going to spiral. It's going to spiral. So if I know show business, I've watched enough interviews, what I went to university for, is around this PR. I've covered this family. So what I'm saying is there's going to be a money shot. So get your popcorn and get your treats, because there's got to be at least 5 to 10 minutes of Meghan going in. Or then what's the point? What's the point of announcing this huge thing, and then there's no crying, there's no controversial questions? It's not going to happen like that, people. It's not going to happen. I think Oprah, she's an Aquarius. So Oprah may try in the beginning to tread lightly, that rope, that fine line. I think that Oprah in the beginning may try to sound very, very, very professional, but I feel like the more Meghan gets emotional and the more Harry, watch it and come back, the more Harry touches Meghan's finger and rubs her leg or holds her hand or wipes her tears, then all bets are off. Oprah may get emotional herself. She may start to look at Meghan in the eyes, may lean forward. Body language, she may lean forward and get very emotional with her. A little sister to sister talk, hold her hand, say, oh, I'm so sorry you went, this is all what's going to happen, you all. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Remember, I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying that this is how they do it in show business. This is what people do to gain back the public's interest, to gain sympathy points, to get a headline, to get the money rolling in. This is what they do in the industry to get views. So maybe Oprah's approach is just as a simple acquaintance or a friend. I think that Oprah has pure intentions. I do believe that Oprah Winfrey has pure intentions, but in terms of Harry and Meghan, especially Rachel, I don't know if that is pure. And I don't know if the intention is right, because on one hand you say, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want anyone to photograph my kids or me or talk about me. I want all positive press. I don't want anyone to touch me or make fun of me. But I'm going to go talk to Oprah because Oprah is my friend. And you expect people to just watch it and not question why you're doing this, which is not fair. Meghan, people are going to be watching you. And if you cry, if you say something that's very juicy in nature and very controversial, expect the British media to respond. Don't act like the British media is not going to chew you a new one, because they are. So I hope that Meghan can understand that the more they talk is the more bait that they're giving the fishes, the public, the media. I hope that they realize that the more they talk is just the more people are going to talk about them. And so if you don't want people to talk about you, then don't give them something to talk about. It's just that simple. But I can't help but feel that, in Meghan's mind, does she feel like she's hit the lottery? I think so. No tea, no shade, but in Meghan's mind, she's like, I've hit the lottery. I've won, I got a seat with Oprah, Kim Kardashian had it, Michael Jackson had it, Beyonce had it, Whitney Houston had it, I'm on primetime television. My face with Oprah is going to be everywhere. And poor Harry, oh my God. Poor Harry has no idea how these actresses get down. He clearly doesn't know. Prince Harry clearly doesn't understand that this is what people do to climb the social ladder. This is what they do. For example, when Kim Kardashian had her sex tape, we've seen and heard all about that. When Kim Kardashian went and had an interview with Oprah, her fame skyrocketed. Okay. Yes, the Kardashian family were known from E! And their show. But as soon as they had that sit down with Oprah, she was able to really try to shape her own image and gain sympathy. So Meghan will do the exact same. She'll go on the show. She'll sit down. I don't know what she's going to wear. I don't know if she's going to be pregnant, because right now she is currently pregnant. So I don't know if she's going to be pregnant in the actual interview. And if she's pregnant in the actual interview, then wow. I wouldn't do that. I mean, especially if you're so unhappy with the press, why would you put yourself in the lion's den is my question. But if she's pregnant, she may be pregnant. I don't know. But this is what I'm saying, you all. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what I'm saying. Like, there's not really any benefit. And it's sad. It's so sad to say this, but in Meghan's case, there's no benefit. There's no benefit from answering these juicy questions and crying on camera. You know, we saw what she did in Australia. When Meghan was in Australia, you know, crying about how no one asked her if she was okay, it was a similar thing. You know, she was tearing up, she was getting emotional, and the reaction from not only me but the public was mainly negative, because we're all like, hold on, you know, like, for example, a mother on Twitter is like, well, I have 4 kids, you know, I'm not a millionaire, I have 4 kids. I don't have any nannies, I don't have any butlers or maid services, you know. And Meghan's crying about nobody asks me if I'm okay. What? So that's what she's going to get again. You know, like, I don't know. I'm not sure. You all, I'm trying to understand. I'm not quite sure what Meghan's, because once again, I can't say it's Harry. You know, Harry doesn't have any connection to Hollywood except Meghan. Do people actually think about this? Prince Harry did not have a bunch of A-list or C-list or D-list or B-list celebrity friends that he would go on yachts and bar hop with. He was in the UK. He was in England. He was a proper royal. He wasn't some Brad Pitt. You know what I'm saying? So the only connection to Hollywood that Harry has is Meghan. And whoever Meghan is connected with in Hollywood is who now Harry is connected with, which therefore, in my opinion, makes him seem like they shouldn't have their title, you know, because they're not representing the Queen. They're not working for the Commonwealth. They're private citizens at that point, you know. So I don't understand why they still have our titles. I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't understand it. Like, if you want to be free, just be free. You know, if I'm in a family situation that I was born into or that I had all my life and I hate it, I'm going to go as far away as possible. I'm not going to try to stay in the coop and make buddy. You know, I'm going to run for the hills. And I saw someone make a comment the other day saying how Harry had to marry an American. You know, I saw someone say it the other day that Harry had to marry an American in order to get out of the royal family. How horrible is that? Can I just say that? That's horrible. That's horrible. If Harry was feeling that way, you know, that's truly horrible. But yet again, you know, that's the family. That's his family. So, you know, is it okay? Is it ever okay for a famous family's business, not just famous, but a royal family's business, to be in the media? Is it okay? You know, Prince Harry has to ask himself that tough question, you know, and no matter what happens with their children in the future or their marriage, doesn't matter what happens, Harry has to look in the mirror. Harry has to ask himself in his heart, is it okay? Do I, as a man, think it's okay to basically be selling my family on a platter, you know, because that's what you're doing. when you're trying to boost your brand in a negative way or whatever the case may be, it's almost like selling your soul. If you think about it, it's like you're selling the right to your privacy. I don't see Catherine doing that. I don't see Zara doing that. I don't see Margaret doing that. I don't see any of these celebrities except the Duchess of York, who, with an exception of the divorce, that was coming a mile away, right? That was coming a mile away. Beatrice and E. Eugene's mother, she's been on Oprah, and she's a British royal, okay? But besides her, is it common? Is it accepted? No, it's not. It's not. So does Harry want to risk losing his title? Does Harry want to risk losing the self-respect he has for himself? Does Harry want to risk putting his future kids in danger by doing this? Because that's all it's going to do. And then when Archie and the soon-to-be second child is born and they grow up, are they going to be doing tell-all interviews? Are they going to be in Hollywood on Rodeo Drive? What kind of legacy does Prince Harry want to create is my question. What kind of legacy does he want to have? Because right now, the legacy they're creating is a messed up one, in my opinion. Because you don't want people to know the ins and the outs of personal, private relationships. A private life is a happy life. So I really believe that Harry, in some regards, is being very naive. I think that Harry needs to go back and look at what happened to his mother and really dissect it. And understand that Diana did not just die because of her likability or because of her good looks. Diana died because the paparazzi wanted to know the ins and the outs of her life and her relationship and wanted to destroy her after she divorced Charles. And when Charles and his infidelity, it was never going to really end in perfect harmony. But for God's sake, Diana's life could have been spared. Princess Diana could still be alive right now if the media were not so interwoven. You see what I'm saying? So Prince Harry, anything you do with Meghan on the big screen, on primetime, on television, you are recreating your mother's tragedy, and you don't even know it. I just got chills. But Prince Harry is practically, it's like Diana 2.0. It's really like Harry is recreating the tragedy, but with Meghan. And does Harry want to do that? Does Harry mean to put his wife in a bad position? No, but that's what's going on. That's what's going on. And unfortunately, I think that Meghan is creating her own tragedy as well. And when all is said and done, this is what's going to happen. They're going to say people were racist towards her. They're going to say, you're right, Harry's not thinking about William. Well, you see, that rift that I talked about and predicted and all this stuff, it's just, it's crazy. You wouldn't see William doing this, you all. You would not see William wanting to do a tell-all, okay? Unless it was a bibliography or a biograph. You would not even see that, really, if you think about it. There's no reason. They're royals. There's no reason to put yourself in the spotlight. There's not really any reason. But I think that this is a perfect storm. It's a perfect storm. because you and I both know that Meghan enjoys the fame. And I'm sorry if that offends people, but we all know this, okay? We all know that Meghan, it quenches a thirst for her. It quenches a thirst. She's a star in her own right. Absolutely. And I think that, like Diana, she's able to capture people's attention. Kardashians have a similar thing. They're able to just catch people's attention and keep it. And that's great for marketing. It's great for business, but not good for the personal life. Not good for a healthy, personal, happy life. It's not good. So I fear that Meghan's children will be raised under a lot of scrutiny, and I fear that this is just going to be like the beginning of the end. And I do fear for their own security, because there's no reason when you have power and you have the ability, to protect yourself, to not have people in your personal life. Why would you invite them in your personal life? You're still rich. They're still rich. They're still living in the hills in California. So it's not like if they don't do this interview, they're going to be broke on the street. They have privilege. They have status. So if you're able to access the best cooks, the best this, the best that, the best designers, and not have people in your personal business, why not? But because of Meghan, it's like, it's not enough. It's not enough to have the title. It's not enough to be on a magazine or Vogue. It's not enough. She has to go harder. She has to put herself out more. And then as she's putting herself, and with Harry as a plus one, as she's putting herself out more, simultaneously, they're saying, why are we getting bad news? Why do we have people hating on us? Why do we have all these people criticizing us? But then you keep putting yourself out there and you keep saying, but why? But why? And it's like, are you stupid? Because you're not understanding that if you want to be a celebrity, you cannot be a royal. And I'll stand by that. I'm going to stand by that. If you are going to represent the Commonwealth, you need to do that and not keep going in and going out, going in and going out. It's confusing. It's preying upon, it's like you're feeding the paparazzi. You're feeding them. I'm sorry. You're feeding them. It's feeding time. So all this interview is going to do is cause more race issues, okay, more class issues. I think that it's just going to cause people to talk about the royal family and how they treated her and whatever else is going on, and it's just going to keep going on and on and on. Let's not take Harry off the hook. Because Harry and William are Diana's sons, and I could go into personal connections that I also have and people I know, but I don't want to put people on Front Street. But let me just say this, right? What is Harry doing? What is Harry doing? Is my question. You see what I'm saying? Does this help Harry? No, it doesn't help Harry. That's my point, is him going on this does not do anything. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't help. It really doesn't help. So, I really feel that this is going to cause Charles to question Harry's motives. Let's get real, okay? It's going to make Prince Charles question Harry, unfortunately. Okay, unfortunately. It's going to make Prince Charles say, where is the loyalty? Because Charles is a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio like Charles, okay? William's a Cancer, Camilla's a Cancer. So it's going to make them pause, and say, why are they doing this? What is the real goal behind them doing this? If they're smart, I'm sure Charles is smart, right? I'm sure he is. So what Prince Charles is going to do is start to banter back and forth with Harry and say, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what's the goal? What is the goal of all this? So for the troll that just graced our chat or my chat or the channel's chat, what I'll say is, I'm actually a born British citizen. If you didn't know, I was raised in England until I was 7 years old. I've lived there. I just went back there last February. I still have family in England. I have connections to people who knew Diana. And I'm not going to say which people in my family. So before you speak, do your research. I'm sorry. My mother, I have a picture of my mother being photographed with the Queen as a child. The Queen actually picked up my mother when she was a child. I have connections, so watch yourself. I'm just gonna say watch yourself, because I could say a lot of things about a lot of people, but I'm not going to, because that's not my place. And like I said earlier in the live stream, I'm not picking sides. I made that very, very clear. Okay. My parents have met when she was alive. My parents met Diana. So I'm not, and I know people who've worked with Diana, my mother's side. So I'm not, that's personal. That's my business. And because unlike certain people in the family, like Meghan and Harry, I know how to keep my mouth shut. Okay. I know how to keep what's mine. And that's my point, is you don't got to tell people, you don't have to let people know everything. Okay. That's my point. You can let them know every now and then, but you don't have to give them everything they want. You can choose to be private and keep calm and carry on. And for that troll, that's something that Meghan needs to learn how to do, and Prince Harry. They both need to learn how to do that, because they obviously don't know how to do that. And that's why you're bowing down to them and kissing their feet, because they're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid. Okay. You can't claim to be an environmentalist and then fly first class in a jet plane. It's not computing. So dust. Anyway, back to what I was saying, because I had to address that, and I didn't open up the video with saying that, but because I asked for it, I'm gonna give a little bit. I'm gonna give a little razzle dazzle, okay? Because I do have, and I'm not gonna flaunt it. I'm just saying. So, I respect Oprah. In closing, okay, what I'll say is that there's no reason for Prince Harry, okay, to do this. There's no positive outcome with Meghan, except her fans, okay? Meghan's fans are gonna go crazy if anything about the royal family comes up about racism or picking at her. Oh my God, whether it's true or not, oh my God, they're gonna go crazy. And if they want to, hey, that's their right. I'm not for or against anybody. I'm giving a perspective on the interview. I'm giving a professional analysis and prediction of what I think is going to happen in the interview. And when you see the interview, come back and you'll say, Simone is right. You're going to say Simone is spot on. You're all going to say Simone is spot on. I'm telling you, Oprah is going to tread lightly, tiptoe. And as soon as race or classism or anything to do with underprivilege comes up, we're off to the races. And Meghan could cry. Meghan could get emotional. Meghan could start saying that she was not respected. And maybe she'll say Catherine was mean to her. You don't know what she could say. That's the problem. You don't know what she could say. You don't know, Yeah, listen, it's going to have a political spin. Exactly. It's going to have a political impact. And if people think it's not going to, it's going to. That's my point. And so what I'm saying is, good for her. If she could speak out, good for her. But at the end of the day, it's not going to help her. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to make people say, oh my God, we're so sorry. Like, based on their own behavior, based on how they left England so quickly, they weren't even in England for 2 years, y'all. Harry and Meghan did not even do half of their royal duties. Do people actually get that? Like, royals typically stay in England for their whole life. They serve the Commonwealth their whole life. They're up in Windsor Castle and Buckingham and Clarence House their whole life. Harry is one of the many, many first, but not the last, but one of the many first to leave to leave the monarch, to leave the establishment, trying to push aside their expectations of him as a man, as a husband, as a father. Harry saying, forget that. We're going to America. That's big news. That's breaking tradition. That's saying, screw this, I'm going to go to America. That's going to get people something to talk about. People are going to, whether people like it, whether Meghan Markle fans like it or not, people are always going to have something to say. So get used to it. Get used to it. Catherine, Camilla, I can't, God forgive me, Camilla, right? Charles's new wife after Diana, the one he cheated with, right? Camilla, why can't I say her name today? Okay, Charles's new wife, right? People still call her names. Let's not get it twisted. Like, people still look at her as a woman that he cheated on Diana with. I do. Do you? I do. I observe her, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, she's a girl that Charles cheated with. She's the woman who ruined their marriage. One who ruined their marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, she is one of them. She is one of them. So, just keep in mind that, there's nothing that is going to change that. Okay. To some people, like, once you give the public a certain look, they have the right to either change that look or keep it. You see what I'm saying? Change it or keep it. So this is what's going to happen, and and the thing is, people who don't see the red flags and don't acknowledge reality are going to be the ones who are going to be crying tears, buckets of tears. I'm going to be honest with you all now, okay? Because the trolls want to come out to play, so let's play. It doesn't bother me because, like I said, I don't really care. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, when I turn off this camera, guess what? I'm not even watching the interview. I don't even want to even watch it. Like, I'm not even interested in watching it because it's just going to be something to feel bad about, to try to make people feel bad. And it's like, for what? I mean, like I said, people have the right to watch or not watch. People have freedom of speech. People have the ability to either watch the interview or not watch the interview. Probably clips, probably breaking news or clips. I'll see, if there's one of her crying, I'll watch it. But I'm not going to take time out of my day to watch them lie on camera. I'm not going to do it. Okay. And I don't care what any troll says or any Meghan Markle fanatic, because quite frankly, who are you even worshiping is my question. You shouldn't be worshiping anybody but God. Anybody who is a Meghan Markle fanatic and is you can't see nothing going on, you're just gonna worship anybody who's a royal person. Come on now. You shouldn't worship any celebrity. You should not be trying to speak for any celebrity. Period. Like, I don't speak for William. I don't speak for Catherine. I don't care. Like, that's their life, and if any troll watching or anybody who's a huge Meghan fan is watching me and watch this video and you think that I'm like, listen, I could see the truth. Maybe that they cannot see it. Maybe they cannot see it. Okay. But if you don't know, I have done readings on this couple and I have been 100% correct. And I'm not even ashamed to say that. Like, I have done readings just for fun, y'all. For fun. Y'all know this. For fun. I was not expecting to get so many negative cards. And people who believe that. And like I'm saying, people don't have to believe what I'm saying or believe anything in particular. I don't really care. I don't really care either way. I say what I want to say. It's my channel. I'm British. I was born and raised there. I've known the royal culture and the family all my life. So you can't tell me anything. Like, you can't tell me anything. Like, I lived it. I breathed it. I saw it. Like, I have pictures. Like, you can't tell me anything. I'm not claiming to be anything in particular. I'm just saying you can't tell me anything. Like, it's my opinion. And if you don't like it, click off. Period. Just like if I don't want to watch the interview, that's my right. A Meghan fanatic is gonna force me to watch them for what? You couldn't pay me. Well, maybe, but you couldn't pay me $2,000 to watch that. You couldn't even pay me to watch it because it's awkward, And on that note, with the royal wedding, it was the same thing. This is my opinion. I don't care. The royal wedding was the same thing. I could not sit and watch. I couldn't watch it. Now, to people who are in love with Meghan and they want to be her and they want to have her, they want to live inside of her, they want to live through her. Okay, congratulations, big deal. First of all, she's not the only Black or biracial princess or duchess in the world, by the way, if y'all didn't know that. There's other people, queens and all types of things, who are of color, okay, politically speaking. So it's really nothing to, like, the whole race, everything to do with race, that's the problem. That's actually the problem, is that people want to make everything about race. And I can't stand that. Sometimes it applies, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. And in this case, it's 50-50. Some people, I'm sure, bullied her because of her color, but let's just keep it real. Can we keep it all the way real here? She doesn't even look like African American. Like, let's be real. Because these people who worship her and want to bash people like me for giving an opinion are loony. They're the loony ones, because you think that because she's biracial, you should support everything she says and worship her. That's a mental illness. I said it. That's crazy. When you want to bow down to just anybody because, oh, they're this or they're that. First of all, if you live in America like I do, you would look around, okay? Thoroughbred African-American woman don't look like her. She is the whitest of the whitest Black woman I've ever seen. Be real. Be honest. Do you think that if Meghan Markle had cornrows and an afro, that she'd be a duchess right now? Get real. Okay? Get real. Get real. Do you think that if Meghan Markle had an afro, now that's racism. Let's get real. Now that's racism. If she had a big afro up here, okay, was dark, dark, that's racism. She looks white. Meghan looks white. And you're going to say that people are she looks white. She looks white. So this is what I'm talking about. People are being delusional. She looks white. And any real person of color, including myself, any real person who's Black, like I'm Black, I'm a Black woman. Okay. Yes, I also am mixed, but I'm Black. I'm a Black woman. And I'm period. Not mixed, I'm Black. Okay. And I don't look like a lot of African American. Why? Because I'm not African American. That's why. But I'm still Black. I'm still Black. And Meghan, have you ever seen Meghan say that listen, these trolls better stop me because I digress because I was about to go all in. Like I was really about to go there, you all. Does Meghan claim to be Black? Does Meghan look Black to you? Does she look Black to you? So stop lying. Just stop. Her hair looks white. Her skin looks white. But yet she's the blackest woman. She's the blackest duchess on the planet. Really? Come on now. Come on now. You haven't seen her wear an afro. You haven't seen her wear her natural hair. You haven't seen her look like any African American woman of any kind of background. You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. But yet you want to say everyone's racist towards her. What? Listen. It don't make no sense. Okay? It don't make no sense. And I'm sorry. I didn't want this video to be this long, but because this video is going to be a part of history, I know it is. Trust me, when everything goes down, trust me. So I got time today. I have work around 3, so I'm good. But let me just tell y'all, that's where I'm going to get gully. I'm sorry. That's when I'm going to get upset. Is when people like I'm Black. I'm a Black woman. You think that I'm going to stand for a troll in my chat talking about race when she looks like that? Are you ignorant? Are you uneducated? Are you stupid? An African American woman in America. Now, I'm going to say this nicely. Meghan Markle does not represent the African American woman. Make it very clear. Michelle Obama does, but not Meghan Markle. Okay? So if people are uneducated and don't understand how race really works, especially in America, you just got a class on that. Okay? No Black woman in America is looking at Meghan and saying, oh yeah, she represents me. No. They may herald her, they may worship her because she is of color, but she doesn't speak for African American women. Like, stupid. Okay. I've never seen her claim to be Black. I've never heard her say, I just told y'all on camera I'm Black. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. I'm telling you, even though I'm a British born and bred woman, I am Black. Okay. You're never going to see that from Meghan Markle. You're never going to see it. So don't look for it. unless Oprah pulls it out of her. I'm telling y'all the truth now, because these trolls are so delusional. Like, they're delusional. They're delusional. She's married to a Caucasian prince, and you want to talk about race? She's not married to a black man. Is she married to an African American man? Is she married to Obama? So why are we bringing this up all the time? Come on now. It's stupid. You're fishing for something that doesn't exist. I'm going to be real now. Now, am I saying that nobody is racist towards her? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But if we're going to be real, let's be even more real. Let's get all the way, because I'm gonna go there because I think it's necessary now, right? So I just told y'all, like, I'm born and bred British, right? But I'm still a black woman. Yes, I'm mixed technically, but I'm black. I'm black, okay? And I have real African American, I have real African American friends who are actually American, right? They're born. I'm not American, but I have real African American friends who are American. They were born some part in America. Okay. And even with me, I've had darker, we're going to talk about complexion. I've had, friends who would be considered dark, which I think is rude and offensive, but yeah, dark, whatever. I just hate that. And they look at me and say that I'm white, or that they think that I'm mixed, I'm not black. I've experienced that, okay? So with all due respect, I'm just gonna be real. With all due respect, what a real African American thoroughbred black woman thinks, I take into more. I respect way more than a bunch of trolls and people who want to throw that in there for some clickbait. In the real world, out here in America, they're not looking at her as an African American woman necessarily, or worshiping her like people think they are. They're sadly mistaken. And I want people to really understand. Michelle Obama would be an African American woman, someone who should be honored and praised because she is intelligent. She's achieved things. That makes sense. Okay? Being the first lady of a first black president, that makes sense. But trying to put Meghan Markle in that Michelle Obama energy is not right. And people need to stop doing that. Stop it. Because she's not Michelle Obama. And I hate to go there, but guess what? Because Meghan is going to go there, and because people that are trolls of me and everybody else are going to go there because they're ignorant and they're uneducated, they're going to go there. Race. But I repeat, she is the whitest black woman I've ever seen in my life. And I'm being honest now. She looks white. She looks mixed white. She could pass for white. If you have her in the cold, if you had Meghan Markle in the cold, the English cold, the winter, thoroughbred, hailstorm, snow, her skin would turn white. Like she would look white. Have you seen her in the wintertime? She doesn't look black. Now, just because she doesn't look black doesn't mean she's not black. But what I'm saying is there's a difference. There's a difference, okay? So, even the texture of her hair, like she's a different breed. She's different, y'all. And that's okay. But when people talk about racism, it's like, look at what actual African American women have been through, real Black women have been through, especially the ones considered dark skin, which I think is the repulsive way to talk about a woman, but they say dark skin. They have gone through racism, not Meghan Markle necessarily. Not Meghan Markle necessarily. Yes, she's been through her own thing. I'm not taking that from her. Yes, she's been through her own thing. Of course she has. But not like a thoroughbred Black woman in America has. Not on the same level. Not on the same level. Yes, she obviously could have experienced, but that's not, but the thing is, what irritates me, truthfully speaking, y'all, what irritates me about this whole racing with them as a couple and individually is that she's whitewashed. Maybe not by her own doing, but because she's a part of the British royal family. So she has to look a certain way. People need to understand this, okay? So if Meghan and Harry did something to piss the media off, why do we just acquit that and say, oh, well, they're being racist? Why is that? Is all I'm saying. You know, you're not actually looking at their behavior. You're trying to give them a pass every single time. And that's wrong. That's all I'm saying. It's like everything that they've done wrong, you say, oh, well, they're just racist. But that's not true. But it's just simply not true. And I'm a Black woman. So if somebody looks at me and says, oh, well, why are you saying it? I'm saying it because to me, that's what I feel. And that's my opinion. You don't have to like it, but that's what I feel. You know, that's what I feel. I feel like everything they do is, oh, well, they're being racist towards her. So because she was pushing in front of the Queen to shake people's hands and pushing in front of Harry and being honestly a diva, now people are racist because she doesn't know how to conduct herself. Now we're all racist because they can't practice what they preach. Now we're racist because they cannot practice what they preach. But we're racist. We're all racist. I'm racist. I'm Black, but I'm racist now. I'm racist because I don't like how they behave. No. I'm not buying that. Is Meghan beautiful to somebody else's standard? I think she's gorgeous. I think she's pretty. Yeah. She's not ugly. She's pretty. But why do I have to worship her is my question. Why do I have to worship Catherine? I'm not worshiping no man. I don't worship men. I worship God. I worship God. I don't worship a person. Okay? So that's dangerous within itself. If you are worshiping any celebrity, Kim Kardashian, you worship any of these people, you will find yourself in a bad position if you worship any of these people because they don't practice what they preach. They don't practice what they preach. Correct. Thank you for that comment, KD. And it takes kahunas, you know what I'm saying, for me to even be on camera saying this to you guys. But I'm saying it out of love. And you could feel that. I'm not saying this out of a bad place in my heart. I'm saying this because this is what I'm seeing. This is what's real. Okay? Real Black women don't look like her and don't get treated like her. And I'm sick of people saying, oh, well, she's like, you know, ooh, let's worship her. Because she's into a predominantly white royal family, because she made it through. But yet, if she was abused or she was talked down to, we should still herald her? For what? For what? So what I'll say is this. While Meghan is alive and well, I will compliment her. I have complimented her when I compliment her. Okay. For example, when she was wearing the Victoria Beckham blue dress. Now, Victoria Beckham is my fashion icon. If you don't know that, now you know. Victoria Beckham, ask my parents. I have, before Meghan, before any of that crap, I have always said, oh my God, I love Victoria Beckham style. I love it. Oh my God, it's perfect. The tailoring, the cut. Ooh, ooh. And she wore a blue fitted Victoria Beckham dress for their last appearance, one of their last appearances before they went to America. And she looked gorgeous. And I said on Twitter, she looks amazing. And why did I say that? Because it's true. To me, it's my opinion. It's true. It fit her perfectly. She looked amazing. And that's me. That's Simone. That's me. I will give credit where credit is due. And when I feel like there is hypocrisy and bullshit, I will call it out. I am sorry, but I will call it out. And people that are trolls don't like what I say because I am being real. I'm not being hateful because I don't hate anybody. First of all, I don't hate nobody. But let's look at the facts is all I'm saying. For God's sake. You know? And I could say, I could go there. You see what I'm saying? I could go there and point out picture by picture, action by action, where Meghan has me feel some kind of way. Where I have said, what is she doing? I could do that, but I'm not going to because I want to respect them. Right? But there's been many times where they've said and done things that I feel were just not right as royals, as people serving the Queen. It just being a part of the British monarch, for me, it's just not right. And if you have a different opinion and you're watching me, God bless you. I have nothing but love in my heart for all of you, you know, and for them. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. I'm just calling a spade a spade. I am just saying what I see. And I'm telling you all that this is what's going to happen. The interview will have race topics. The interview will talk about the press scrutiny. They may even compare her to Diana. I'm just telling you what I know is going to happen at some point. Maybe not in this interview, but at some point, when all is said and done, it's always going to herald her. It's always going to shadow her. And that's sad. I think it's sad that a part of her being a part of that family is always going to be tied to racism. That's horrible. You know, that's horrible. But guess what? The media and her fans have done it. They have tried to put that black cloud over her head, that gray cloud over her head. They've tried to do that. I haven't. All I've done is look for ways that she can help people. You know, that's all I've tried to do. From the second they got married, I said, wow, they can help people. Y'all, listen to me. I was so happy. I was like, wow, she's going to help in Africa. She's going to do this. Did that happen? Y'all tell me, did that happen? The whole Africa tour, whatever the hell that was all about her again. And the press, remember? When she was in Africa and they had the clippets and all they showed was the African kids, which is so racist because like there's other things to Africa, but of course they show, you know, the batten down thing and they show the kids dancing, but then the whole rest of the thing was about her, the whole thing. And I said, who shot this? Right? Like I said to myself, who shot this interview? Who shot this documentary? This is trash. You didn't talk about any of the agriculture or the industries in Africa. All they talked about was Meghan's scrutiny, Meghan this, Meghan that. That's not the point. The point is for her to be a representative of the Commonwealth and go into these places and help people. That's the point. The point of her having this platform was to help people was to help people, not to show her fashion, not to show about why people hate her because of her skin color or her hair or whatever. That was not the point. That was not the point. The point was for them to show the infrastructure, the agriculture, the architecture, the rebuild of beautiful Africa, and try to have us understand where we can help the people, not what Meghan got in the press. I may do a reading. Yeah, after the interview, I'm probably going to do a reading. Yes. Thank you for the question. So, they've missed the mark. And it's painful, guys, for me to say this, but they've missed the mark. Like, they could have not screwed this up any more. They already screwed up. They should have used this. Oh, much love to you too. They should have used this to showcase the people, the African people, and what they need from us, from the world, to bring them up to par, to have their industries booming, to herald them, to honor them. That didn't happen, you all. I'm sorry, but that didn't happen. And whoever looked into that and did that, the documentary, whatever the hell that was crap. It was crap, you all. It was crap. So you little trolls out here and little Meghan Markle worshipers, don't come for me, honey, unless I send for you, because you're not getting the bigger picture here. I'm looking at the bigger picture. Y'all looking at the one photograph of her, and your eyes are glued. But you're just like Harry, but you're not looking at the heart. They're not looking at the intention and the agenda behind that. They're not looking at the truth. All they're doing is the glitz and the glamour. Oh, they're getting hypnotized. They're getting hypnotized by her beauty, but they're not looking behind and saying, why did somebody not focus upon the African children, the African people, the society, the infrastructure? I was rooting for that. It was a fabulous opportunity. And before I go, I have to say this, because this is really what I want to say right now. Regardless of how Meghan Markle looks and her background and her biracialness and all this crap, she had a golden opportunity. Listen to me good. She in specific had a golden opportunity to change a lot of things by being a part of the royal family, by being in England. But by her leaving, she abandoned that. That has been aborted. Okay. That has been canceled. Okay. By her leaving the royal family with Harry in tow and Archie and the baby in tow. Okay. That's out the window now. Practically, because the royal family have that platform. You see, she's not, I can go so deep with this, but y'all, they're not ready for what I have to say. Yeah, they're not ready for me to go all the way, because I'll go all the way there. I will take it there. By her being a part of that family and keeping her butt in England with that platform of hers, she would have been able to do a lot more naturally. But because she went to America and everything's about getting now I'm going to take it there. I am going to take it there now. I'm going to take it there. By her going to America with Harry and Archie in tow and trying to get movie deals, commercials, sponsorships, interviews, tell-all books and movies and Lifetime projects and all this crap, because it's crap. It's crap. It's crap. It's crap. She just showed her true colors. She just proved the critics right, that she was not in this marriage or this family for the right reasons. And that's gotta sting. Because I just took it there. I just took it there. Okay? That's what she did. She proved that she was uninterested in the bigger plan, the Commonwealth. She was interested in becoming an A-list celebrity on the Walk of Fame, selling CDs, autographs, and movies. She just proved it. She just proved it because it's called sacrifice. It's called hard work. It's called determination. By her staying in England, being married to Harry, that is a duty. That is a privilege. That is an honor. Being in a royal family and traveling the world and having royal tours and all this stuff, you're changing the world. That is changing the world in real time. In real time, right? But she jumped ship, and so did Harry. Okay? They said, we're out of here. We don't want to work hard. We don't want to help people. We want to do our own. We want to have nonprofit charities or profit charity. We want to have people do galas and all this shit. We want people to praise us and give us movie deals. Imagine this. Imagine now for a quick second. Imagine this. I'm gonna take it there. You have Prince Harry, a prince, right? A prince on a red carpet talking to an executive of Disney, asking the executives, excuse me, asking one of the executives for a role for his wife with Disney. Okay? What the hell? Why? So, are they interested in helping people? Are they interested in serving the Commonwealth and the Queen? You decide. Or are they just or are they just existing for a money grab, for a photo op, for an A-list, Walk of Fame opportunity with a star engraved in the pavement? A sponsorship. Or are they interested in being and serving with duty in class on a global level? You answer the question. Because they just proved it to me. Okay? When I saw Prince Harry on the red carpet, whispering in the Disney executive's ear or producer, whatever the hell he is, okay, excuse me, asking for a job for Meghan, I was disgusted because that has nothing to do with what William and Catherine and all of the royals are working hard to do for these other Commonwealth countries. Nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. I don't care if you tell me it's about animals, and you and I both know, but that is nothing to do with helping people or animals. Okay. That is an opportunity to have a profile raise. Okay. And a check in their bank account. I'm sorry, but like, it's night and day. Like, it's night and day. So, if you were to tell me 10 years ago, if you were to ask me 10 years ago, can you ever see a royal on a red carpet asking a Disney executive, producer or director or writer or screenplay writer for a job for his wife, who's also a Duchess of Sussex, I would tell you you're crazy. I would say you're insane. What are you talking about? Go figure. You know, and you know, if somebody offered Meghan 20 million to do Playboy, would she do it? Is my question. You know, Maxim magazine, you know, would she do it? You know, would she do it? This is another troll, y'all. I'm sorry to those who are here live. If you guys can see what's going on, I'm sorry, y'all. There's just some bots that keep putting funny things in my chat, but I can see it all, so don't worry, y'all. So, you know, if someone was to tell me that we're going to have a prince, a British prince trying to bribe and massage a Disney executive to get his wife, who's a duchess, a job, I would tell you that you've lost your mind. And yet the queen has still given them some leeway. The queen has obviously tried to give them some space to live their life. You see what I'm saying? The queen has given them some space. But that grace is running out. I'm telling you, that grace is running out. And they're only going to do it to themselves. They're only going to destroy themselves. Now, we can say that the queen took a similar approach with Diana, but I wouldn't want to go there. You know, let her run free. Have fun. Ciao. Weeks later, dead. Dead. So history sometimes repeats itself. And I think that we are watching in real time history repeating itself. So thank you all for watching. That's all I have. I will curate the comments. If you would like to comment in the description, in the comment section, I will review to make sure that the trolls stay in their place and the haters stay in their place and people who are just ignorant stay in their place. I will look at the comments before I approve any comments, if there's any comments even posted, because I don't got time for that. I've said what I had to say. Everything is in this over an hour video. It has been an absolute pleasure, treat, and joy and honor to discuss this with you all in the comment section. And, you know, well, in terms of the firm taking their titles, it's better if they give it up themselves. Now, with Harry's situation, I'm not sure what he's going to do, but, you know, if they want to be celebrities, they shouldn't have their titles. You know, love y'all. And honestly speaking, it's better for them. You know, people may not believe what I'm saying, but it's better for them. By them giving up their title, they're able to be private citizens. Like Michelle and Obama, they're able to travel where they want to travel, spend what they want to spend. No one can ask them any questions. But as long as they have that title, people are entitled to ask them questions and critique them. So that's all I have for you all. Thank you for watching today. Bye. Bye, y'all. Bye.